So when last we met, our heroes were inside Corbett House. They had just stepped into the room, and blood started curdling from the floors and the ceilings, and a large bed flew towards the heads of Jonathan and Cormac.
Run away!
Oh, I'm behind the table that I kicked over to hide behind. Just looking up from there and say, what was that?
Oh, it's not over.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. I thought I just... So you guys start to hear the entire room rumbling as pieces of furniture start to lift and float into the air. Greta, or rather Dorothy,
Uh-huh.
you notice that there are pools of blood pooling up all over the floor. That's what those little pools of blood are.
Ooh. Yuck. Like fresh blood?
It's bubbling exactly like you see.
Is there a table where the bed used to be?
Yes.
Well, I would...
It is flying over your head right now, all the way up in the ceiling. That's why it's so...
Okay. I think the safest place to be is against a wall. Harder for things to hit me.
Just as you start to go against a wall, give me a listen roll.
Oh, I'm terrible at that.
All right, you don't hear this sound. So what happens is this shoot. This bookcase starts to shake, rumble, and it flows forward, dropping several books onto the floor.
Uh-oh. Can I duck under it before it gets to me? Around it? Something?
You can try whatever you want to try. How are you going to move out the way?
I mean, I'm gonna sail either way. So, I am going to attempt to... I'm better at falling, so I'm going to attempt to slide under it.
All right, give me a... Yeah, that works. So, just as you slide and you duck under Indiana Jones style, this bookcase slams against the door.
Phew.
Where's the door in this room?
I think I was standing by it.
It's being covered by the bookcase
it's
now.
Right there?
Oh, damn.
Correct. It is now being covered by the bookcase. Mavis, give me a list. You fail to hear the chair as it scrapes, raises, and it starts to fly towards you.
Oh dear. Can I duck out of the way as well?
Let's see. Give me a luck roll because you didn't hear this.
I'm trying to find it on my thingy, sorry.
It's further up on the left. It's not in the skills. Underneath your hit points?
Got it. Wait, did it not go?
No, it went. All right. You did fail your luck roll. However, the chair wasn't accurate, and you turn around in time to see the chair crash against the wall and splinter into several.
She's definitely wide-eyed, staring at the chair that once was, and then looks over to try to see where Dorothy went.
I'm probably just trying to avoid furniture and blood.
Where's the handsome man that's supposed to save us?
Yeah, where are the men?
Oh, they're busy because they need to take another. The bed is floating in the air, and it looks like it's coming back around for another swing at them. First, it's going to swing for. Okay, so it's going to have an accuracy of 40 for its slam attack. That means it needs to roll.
Wait, so who rolls?
Nobody, I do. So it looks like that bed does miss Cormac, and it's going to go and take another swing at. Ooh, that matches Jonathan. What are you going to do?
Can I jump on the bed?
Okay.
Because I feel like that was like this.
Yeah, if you can try to jump on the bed. I believe you have a jump thing on your.
Yeah, obviously it's not really good, but I have that. But I feel
Go
like
for
that
it.
would be like the safest place right now. It's like on the bed.
All right, go for it.
Hey, that worked.
God damn. Okay. So you are just about to get. So you see this thing. It just misses Cormac. You're kneeling down, and it is flying towards you. Just as it flies towards you, you let me see this thing look like it's hitting him in his chest, but somehow he jumps onto the edge of a bed, and he's holding onto it while it is floating around, and while it's floating around in the air. You are stuck climbing on the side of the bed. Give me a strength roll.
Oh no. No.
All right. So the bed is trying to shake you off. Give me a.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. All right. So you try to pick up. So you do get your other hand up. You grab onto one of the banisters, or one of the little bedposts. But just as you grab onto it, it snaps, and you fall to the ground. Roll me a D3.
I just rolled a d6, right, and then half that.
Sure. If you roll a D3, it'll let you. It doesn't care.
Oh, so it's 2 damage. I assume that's
Alright.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the bed does try to slam down on top of you. I think I said it was 40, right? So it tries to slam down on top of you. You fall to the ground. You take a little bit of damage, and the bed slams an inch away from your head. All right. Who hasn't done a listen roll yet? You. Go ahead, Jonathan. You go ahead and give me a listen.
No.
All right. You don't hear this either. You guys are hearing all of these sounds going on, all this furniture flying around. You even hear some eerie laughter, and all of a sudden you're finding it just a little bit difficult to breathe.
We need a way out of here.
I can't breathe.
Is there a way out? Is there a window that's not a 3-story fall? What is this thing?
All right, so Dorothy, I need. Are you running over to there?
Yes.
All right. Oh wait. before you do that, give me a dodge roll.
Gotta make everyone take some damage.
Also, Davis, give me a dodge.
Am I gonna be bloody?
You are going to try to run and avoid stepping into the blood. Unfortunately, that's a fumble. So you step all the way ankle deep into this pool of blood. You actually feel one of the arms grab onto your ankle.
Oh!
Something like an arm grab onto your ankle.
Ah! No!
Gross.
I want to smack it with... I should have an umbrella. That would be so amazing. I'm gonna smack it with my purse.
All right, go ahead. Just go and shoot me a brawl.
Smack it with my purse.
I mean, that's what she would do.
Yeah, you just splash into the blood and it messes up your purse. Probably some gets into your eye. You step back. Roll me a D2.
A D what?
D2. So D4 divided by 2. Or you can just roll D2. Okay, so you only take 1 damage from that. Give me a look roll. Oh, and Mavis, you need to give me a dodge roll too, if you didn't.
You mean a spot hidden? A look?
Yeah, that's what I meant. And Mavis, I need a dodge roll from you too.
Oh, come on!
If you would like to push this, you can tell me how you would push it. Mavis, you get past this just fine.
I would wipe the blood out of my eyes.
Alright, get a spot hidden again.
Much better.
Oh, cool. You see smoke coming from underneath the bookcase.
I think it's on fire. We need to get out from not that door. What is this? Are you okay, Mavis, dear?
I'm fine. I didn't step in blood. Are you okay?
Yes, I will survive. Okay, what is this?
That is a door with a handle on it. When you look at it, it looks as if it is a cellar or an attic door. It looks like something that could be pulled up where you could try to climb back down.
Well, let's open that. Where is the strong man? Cormac!
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. This is for Chelsea. The bed is just slammed down on Jonathan. It rises back up in the air. Remember, it needs to beat a 40, and it is coming toward.
Oh dear.
Ooh, that's going to be a hit if you don't do.
Run away! Get down, dear!
Gonna dodge or run away.
All right, let me see that dodge.
Ouch.
That's a fail unless you can explain to me how you're going to push this.
She grabs the chair and uses it like a bullfighter uses a sword and somehow
Okay.
Can I help her? Can I help her by just holding onto the bed from the other side?
This is a king-size bed. I don't know if you're going to have enough weight to move it that way. There are other ways you could possibly help her. I believe you have enough movement.
Shoot it with a gun! I have nothing. I don't, look. I would attempt to throw a chair at it, but I probably sprained my back.
Alright, so what is your idea, Jonathan, before she takes another dodge?
I mean, how far up is the bed right now?
Oh, okay. The bed is probably about, it's hurtling towards her. At this point, the bed is about 5 feet off the ground.
So could I run, like, under the bed and just, like, try to, push myself in the way so get her out of the way?
Okay, so you're going to try to run and push her out the way?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a combination dexterity and strength roll.
What do you mean with combination? Like both?
Yeah, roll both of them.
Right.
Alright, you get through there dexterously, and you get there through there strength-wise. And you are able to move her out the way. Let's see, do you take the hit for her? Looks like you do. And that, my friend,
Can I dodge that myself?
not while you're tackling.
Okay.
Alright, that is 3 damage to you.
Shit, the bed does D6?
Yes. You don't want to get hit by the bed.
Open the door! Can I open this door?
Yeah, you certainly try. You got lockpicking.
Oh yeah, I do. Wait, it's locked?
Well, yeah, you don't want just anybody going down there.
Oh.
Where are
Mirror.
the windows in this room?
You have windows wherever you see the little blue rectangles at the bottom. You guys are on the top floor.
Mavis, come shoot this lock!
What is Cormac doing the whole time? Just standing there.
Okay, yeah. So Cormac's going to come and he's going to try to put some muscle into this.
Is he gonna try to break it with a chair or something?
Was a regular roll enough, or did he need to do it hard?
So he got it started for you. You are able to roll your lockpick again. So he's loosened it up for you a little bit. Go and roll.
Nope. Mavis, shoot the lock!
Shoot it right now?
Shoot the padlock!
The bed is raising again.
Shoot the
And
padlock!
along with the bed, there are a few books raising, and they are flying towards you. Alright, you do shoot the lock. Cormac's going to try to... Alright, he's successful.
Let's go.
And he has opened up this up to a crack so that it is about that much space.
I am super small. I am sliding my ass through that.
Alright. Give me a climbing. Alright, you slide your little self right down in there.
Nice.
Who is trying to squeeze through there next? Cormac's going to give it another.
Is there this ring still there that we can see on the? Or is that just like this ring here? Is that
He's been
there?
screaming for a half hour.
Yeah, it was, but he's pulling it up right now by his hinges.
Come on! Can I reach up and
He's opened up a little bit more space, so you guys should have enough space to get through right now. But Cormac is holding this thing up. You can't hold it forever.
Okay, I want to grab Mavis and help her through. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Let's do that. The team effort and like climb down the ladder here.
Well, should we hold this up for him so he can make it?
You guys better hurry your asses up because I don't think I can hold this thing up much longer.
Your Cormac voice is on point.
Before Mavis jumps in, she wedges a chair in between to help keep it open.
Unfortunately for Cormac, that's a 28, and he can't dodge this one, so he's going to have... Ooh, and that's a big hit. Alright, so Cormac gets knocked over. This grate is starting to come down. Looks like it's going to hit one of your fingers, but just at the last second, Cormac, with one of his arms, keeps the door up. He says, "Hurry up." I got it just a little bit. The chair is starting to creak as between Cormac holding it, but the weight of a door still coming down, the stairs starting to creak. You can hear it start to snap and splinter.
Can we like try to?
Come on. Yeah, can we help? Look, I bet if all three of us pushed this thing, we could hold it open long enough for Cormac to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The the bed is coming back around. The books are coming around. Cormac says to you, "Ah, shit. Get the hell down there. I'll figure out a way out myself."
Ben is screwed. Well, I don't know. That is not acceptable. I would totally be banging on the other side trying to open it.
I would be trying to help.
Is it hereabouts?
Yes.
What do I need to do to make it open?
Well, you played Final Fantasy and stuff before. You try to open the door. And you get that sound.
Yeah, alright. Well, fiddlesticks.
Fish sticks.
I think I want to go home now. Being a spy is not at all what it's cracked up to be.
Oh, we need to find Cormac.
We need to get out of here and trust that man can handle a window.
Well, maybe you're right.
Mavis, bring yourself down to these stairs. Please.
Do you have a poopy diaper? Alright, so what's in this room? I look around.
Of course.
I eyeball that spider web, literally.
So, as the door closes, you hear a grunt, you hear a thump, and then you hear silence. You bang on the top of this trapdoor, trying your best to push it up, but to no avail. It looks like it's sealed from here. As you get your bearings about you, you see that you are in a cellar. The door in front of you is chained, barred, and it looks like it's sealed. Do any of you have anything like architecture, building layouts, mapping, that type of thing?
I don't think architecture is technically on here.
Wait, it's too early for that. Sorry.
I don't have any. I have 30 in survival.
Yeah, I don't have anything that could
Let me
help
take a
that.
look, because there's something here that might be able to give you guys an idea. This isn't 100% important, but
I have a 45 in disguise. No help at all.
Like, how deep did we drop? Are we on the second floor right now, or are we...
there we go. That's a good question. So, I don't see math here either, but we'll just say that you know that you climbed down a pretty long ladder.
There's accounting.
I mean, math is probably education.
There's also a praise.
All right. You can give me a praise, education, or math, whatever you think would work best for you.
That's yeah, we're like, we have high education. Aww. Look at that, all three of us are super smart.
All right. So as you guys started to climb down, you were able to count what looked like doors. So you saw one set of doors and another.
The last
Looking
glass of wine
at
is for
how
you,
these
hon.
stairs go up. We'll just say that the ladder's right here, okay? It looks like you went past one
by the TV.
door, which should have been the second floor.
By the TV.
And it looks like you went
Sure.
to another door, which is the one you're looking at right now, which should be the first floor.
So this leads down into the cellar right now.
Yes, you're down in the cellar right now. This is the one room that when you first walked into the house was next to the other room, the one that was completely boarded up, that you couldn't reach or try to unlock.
Someone doesn't want us in here.
Can we open the door from this side?
You can try, yeah.
This one? Or this one?
Those are two different doors. The
This
one
one.
I was talking about, it has the bars and stuff on it, is this.
Yeah, I wanted to try to open this one.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna need to give me. Do you have a crowbar with you?
Nope. Is this boarded up from this side, or is this boarded
Oh!
up from the other side?
I have some knitting needles you could use as leverage.
I don't think that will help.
Well, it's better than your bare fingers.
Well, I mean, we might find some tools in the cellar here if we want to actually open it, because I don't have like any expertise with this.
Oh, there is something else here. Let me see if I can find it for you instead of explaining.
We're gonna need to lower the crib now that he's standing.
Nope.
Also, I might be slightly bleeding from a head wound from the bed right now. If you have still your
Oh, can I give him first aid?
yes,
You can certainly try. Yes, you may give him first aid. You have time.
Oh, come on.
Well, I'll take an aspirin when we get out of here.
How bad are you?
Well, in mechanical terms, I'm 7 out of 13.
I'm 8 out of 9. I'm doing pretty well, honestly. Jesus, 7 out of 13. You're like half dead.
Yep.
Now, to be clear, you lost that on 2 hits, not on 1, right?
Sorry, what?
I think you took a hit in the last session.
As I said, that's more than 1 hit to get you to 7 out of 13, right?
No, that wasn't one hit. There were like a lot of hits.
Okay, yeah. No, that's important. Because if it was 1 hit, you would have a bad wound. But since it was more than 1 hit, you are basically fine.
Yeah, I got like bruised up a lot today.
All right. And Mavis, you're doing relatively okay. Nobody's hunky-dory, except for, oddly enough. All right.
The oldest one?
What you do see at the top is I guess I'll put it over here.
A what?
A fuse box.
Mavis, dear. Could you come look at this? Ugh, my electrical repair is 10.
Oh, yes, sorry. I didn't realize I was pushed to talk. I was having a whole conversation with you.
Oh.
Classic.
Classic Mavis.
What do we have here? It looks like a thingamabob.
Are there any, like, can we look at it for, like, are there any wires or things missing? Does it need a fuse?
I mean, I can screw in a fuse, I guess. I mean, that's not really something you need electrical knowledge for. I mean...
Yeah, so Jonathan sees you guys looking at this futuristic device, and he walks over and just hits the...
He does what?
Just
hits the switch.
What happens?
The lights come on.
Can we see anything else?
Yeah. I figured you guys would just hit the switch. So I've already turned the lights on in this part of the basement. That's why you guys can see without, flashlights right now.
Okay, well, if this door is sealed, let's go through this one.
All right, so Jonathan, that's still what you want to do? Because you do have access to this door now if you want to try to walk up those stairs and open it. So I said that you guys came down right here.
Yeah, but I know it's boarded up, right? Because it was boarded up from the other side, I think. Or
Yeah, it looks like it's bolted from this side too. You know it's bolted too far from the other side, but it looks like right here all you have is a small chain and a board that's on one of those, what do you call it? Oh shit. You know how you have the two hooks on either side of a door and you have the big plank in the middle that's just stopping it from being able to be open? That's what.
Okay, well, I will loose that up so that it's at least open from this side, and then we need to find a crowbar so we can,
All right. Now, before you start walking up those stairs, give me a spot hidden.
I'm rolling horrible. Oh my god. Nope.
All right. Mavis and Dorothy, I would like you both to also roll a spot hidden.
Dorothy to the rescue.
Dorothy, you see, now that the lights are on, you see that these stairs look rickety, rotten, and you can see that Jonathan's about to step on to a nail.
Move! Stop! Come back! I would run up carefully to pull him off.
But I
Okay.
will stop in the track and look down to what she's referring to.
Yeah, you look down, you see the nail, and now when you look at it, you see that this entire staircase looks like it would fall or break with anything basically over 65 pounds. I don't know why your math was so perfect on that, but that's what you see.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, we should stay away from the staircase for now and see if we can find something to repair this before we actually get out of here.
I mean, I have had pretty good luck, with staircases. No, I think use is with me. Let's just open this door.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find some tools.
Alright, so you guys open the door and you hear a whistle.
I take out my gun.
I take out my knitting needles.
And is the door locked?
Oh, no, door's wide open. You heard that coming from the left.
Oh, is someone stuck down here?
Mavis holds her gun up higher.
You guys can walk through the door. Can you guys walk through the door? There we go.
Well, we're not going to get anywhere just hiding here. Let's go say hi.
Wait for Mavis.
Mavis, dear.
She's still very reluctantly following.
You have the big gun.
You can hear the storm starting up outside again.
All right, you said, is it still to the left?
Yes.
Is this door locked?
It is not. As you walk through the basement, it has your normal basement smells. You see A few rats scurry across the floor.
But they are not as big as the ones outside, right?
No, these are rat-sized rats.
Ooh. I really don't like rodents.
Well, there might be tools in this room. Can I look around? What would we see in this room?
Oh yeah, by all means, do your full investigation, spot hidden, what have you.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking for tools, right? So wouldn't we be looking for tools?
Yep. Get out.
Where's that coming from?
Everywhere.
Well, I would love to, disembodied voice, but I need a crowbar.
Just looking around. Kind of disturbed.
I said get out.
Well, I would love to oblige, but Mavis dear, help me find a crowbar.
Where did that, like you said, it's coming from everywhere, right?
Yes.
Is there anything lever-like in this shelf?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's in this room right here is where you heard that come from. So you guys are in this room right now.
Oh, it's coming from this.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
is there anything crowbar-like? I need a tool. We're looking for a tool.
Are these doors just open, like all these doors?
No, I opened that one.
Let's say, yeah, this door you could look in if you wanted to. I don't have a map thing for it. You'll find out why in a second if you want to look in there. You see a couple of pipes, some other things. What did you get? Oh, you got a pretty good one right there. Dorothy, you see a knife
Oh,
on the ground.
well, I will take that. Is it bloody? Is it clean? What's it look like?
It's a pretty ornate knife. It's pretty old. So you're gonna reach down and
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be better than my knitting needles.
Can I take a look at the knife and see if it has some archaeological value to it?
all right. So you're gonna let Dorothy pick it up, and then when she does, you're gonna take a look at it and see if it looks like a really old, nice knife. Right?
I'm about to be cursed.
All right.
Yes.
So I'll just say this: it's an old knife with ornate hilt, and its blade is covered with rust. Actually,
Is it actually rust?
you would have to look closer to find that.
Well, I would look closer to find that out.
As you go to reach for the knife, it
Hey, what?
zips away. Is what I should.
Oh! Where does it go?
Hold on. Have to find a nice one.
Why don't you sleep? Why don't you sleep? No.
All right, so it floats away from you and it goes over here.
Okay, what's over there?
Just some uh random trash, nothing majorly important, but that's where the knife flies.
Is it like actually flying, or is it just on the ground?
Oh, okay. So it kind of zips from where Dorothy was at on the ground, and it's like as if somebody threw it and it lands over there, sticking into, I guess, probably a sack of grain.
I am tired of flying things. That needs to be restrained.
Give me a willpower roll.
Like everyone?
Mavis is still hanging back.
Like, do we need to make sanity rolls? Because we had, like, all this blood and...
Oh, yes.
flying
I did
bats and
forget
stuff.
about that. You do, guys. Everybody does need to give me a sanity roll for what you saw upstairs.
Of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's all good for you. Alright, so what do I need to roll to see how much that hurt me?
That is, I think it's pretty easy. Oh gosh, no, that's a D4 plus 1. So you're definitely going to lose 1 on this one. You're definitely going to lose 2 on this one.
4.
All right, so you lose 4 sanity.
Do we need to make another one for the dagger flying through the air?
I think that's small beans compared to the bed.
Okay.
Honestly,
Alright.
narratively, this makes me happy because I'm the only one that got covered in, like, someone else's blood.
All right. So,
You did-
Dorothy, you did pass your willpower roll.
Uh-huh.
And let's see. We're going to compare that to something I'm not telling.
It was so close to a hard success, too. Oh!
Oh.
Ow!
However,
Ow!
I mean, yeah, obviously, you see a 19, you know that's a good roll.
Yeah.
So, but because of your high willpower roll there, you don't have to do this. Mavis and Jonathan, I want each of you to roll me a dodge.
Did you say a dodge?
Correct.
Look out!
Oh my.
I'm pretty sure I've failed all the important rolls.
Luckily for you, this knife just kind of floats in the air and it can't decide which one of you it wants to hit. So it just kind of jumps right between.
Okay, can I, like... Is it on the floor? Where is it? Is it stuck in the wall?
Correct.
I want to grab it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me another willpower.
Ow!
Oh, that's nice.
Before she does that, I want to, like, pick up something to defend myself if it comes again after me. Like some kind of, I don't know.
Oh, come on!
All right, Dorothy. So basically, right now, you are just doing some psychic shit, trying to drag this thing towards you. Give me another willpower roll, this time at advantage.
Is that the silver one, or just...
It doesn't matter, just roll it twice and take the better number.
I mean, 4 straight willpower successes.
All right, let's see if it's...
Oh no.
Dude!
All right, so you are fighting, you are grabbing this knife. It is shaking in your hand.
Can I, like, add a strength to that or something? I mean, I'm physically restraining it as well.
All right, so let's see. So what we're going to do is we are going to allow Mavis and Jonathan to add their willpower to it. If they can pass their willpower and strength checks, they can help.
Like the power roll, right? The POW?
Correct.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm really good at power. You should have let me done that in the first place.
Where's
All
that?
right.
That's one of your
So
base
you are
stats at the
able
top
to help
right.
her. So both of you guys are holding onto this knife together. Mavis, can you give me a power roll? Let's see if you guys can overcome.
Is it a pow? Where is that on the?
Yeah, it's the POW. It's your stat at the top right.
All right. So the three of you use your combined strength, your combined willpower, the power of friendship. You pour it all into trying to hold this knife.
With
and
our
you
powers
manage
combined.
to- you manage to take control of it. A few more moments. The knife is still shaking in your hand. You can literally feel it as it is pulling away from you. And then it stops fighting.
Okay, so now can I look at it?
Yeah, I would also like to look at it.
You may.
Mavis does not want to look at it.
Can I use archaeology for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything really terribly
Oh
useful.
my god.
I have.
Can I look?
I,
Can I take my time looking at it and
Yes, you
reroll
may.
that?
You can take a look at it again. All that's going to happen here is the rats are going to look at you and seemingly start paying attention to you. But you pass your second one. One of the rats just kind of runs across your foot, does no real harm. When you look at it closer, blah, 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 like I said, it's an ornate knife. You look at it, you believe that this thing is from late Mesopotamia. Um, it looks like it used to have some rubies in it. You also notice that it has a gold nugget in it. You recognize this particular gold nugget as being from one of the first in the San Francisco gold rush. So it looks like this knife may have spent some time before in an ancient country before somebody else got it and decided to bling it up by shoving a gold nugget into it. In addition to the gold nugget, you also see a piece of coal. Now, most people would look at this piece of coal and say, why would you put a piece of coal in the same place as a gold nugget and a ruby? But you recognize that this particular piece of coal comes from the same dig where the first dinosaur bone was found.
Miss McGee, this probably belongs into a museum and not into the cellar. May I hold on to this?
I would like to know if that rust was actually rust or if it was blood.
You see your spy skills, you look at this rust, and you realize this is not rust because you can literally compare it to the color on your pants. This is dried blood.
Okay, so just to be clear, you don't need a survival roll for that.
No. You see it, you recognize it, you have enough of it on you. This is absolutely dried blood.
This is, that is not rust. So, I believe the question in front of us is, do we open this door in front of us or don't we?
Well, we've come so far. I think we should just bring it to an end.
What, is that one of those newfangled contraptions?
Where does that come from?
It comes from right next to the fuse box.
Next to the... Was there a telephone before?
You didn't necessarily see a telephone over there, but you definitely know that this ringing is coming from next to the fuse box that you turned on.
Well, then let's go over and take a look.
I don't trust that knife. Is he holding? I didn't give it to him yet, did I?
Yeah, I have it in my hand right now.
Well, I'm gonna keep up with it just because I want to give that blade the stink eye. Oh, Trust it.
Okay, so for whatever reason, the picture of a phone didn't want to go onto my map, but
So you're cutting off the
Well,
point?
let's answer it.
I said the picture of a phone didn't want to go onto the map. But do you answer it?
Yes, I would answer it. Hello? Corbett House?
Hello, Dorothy McGee.
I would like a crowbar, please. Do you happen to know where one is?
Oh, this being my old home, I know where most things are. What I don't know is why you people are still here.
Because I need a crowbar.
You need to leave.
I need a
Who is
crowbar.
it?
I need a it's it's a dead person?
It's you talking to a dead person.
Yes, excuse me, Mr. Corbett. I would love to leave, but I require assistance in opening this locked sealed door.
Just as soon as you say that, the door at the top of the stairs slings open.
Nibbles!
Well then I'm going to very carefully attempt to climb these steps and get the hell out of here.
However, Mrs. McGee, I have a request myself.
Nibbles! Okay.
I need you to leave that book of yours down here.
The one in the car? No, I brought it in with me, didn't I? I brought it in.
Yeah, you brought it with you.
Oh, but I was going to put it in my library.
Leave the book or leave your life. Oh, you can all hear this, by the way.
I would like to look at the book again. Why is it so important?
Give me a. So as you open the book, you start to feel it shake a little bit. Not as strong as the knife, but you do feel the book as if somebody's trying to tug it away from you. This time it's like a toddler trying to tug the book away from you as opposed to a strong.
So, power then? Or
You
strength?
could actually just give me a strength roll if you want. Let's see if you're stronger than a toddler. So you don't need to succeed. All you need to do is beat a 20. Oh, God. But you succeeded, too.
Dorothy is not strong. Just say it.
But you are stronger than a toddler.
For now, it would seem. Alright, I want to look through this book and see what it is. Like, what something is going on here. I want to see if I can figure it out. Why is this book important?
Some of the sentences. So you've been messing with this book for a couple of hours. You still can't make out the full sentences, but you're starting to get some phrases. It looks like, well, to you it looks like poetry right now.
Okay, what kinds of things? I would want to know what it says before I read anything out loud.
It is still written in ancient Latin that you would still need to translate, sit down and translate before you'd be able to read it out loud. You recognize enough from old Latin poetry to recognize that it is old, like Latin poetry. I don't know if I ever said Latin or not. But it is difficult for you to figure out exactly what the words are. In fact,
Jonathan, can you read Latin? Come here. Come help me. What does this say?
Well, let me take a look. Well, it's a little bit dark down here. Maybe we should read that someplace safe.
I don't think it's going to let us go up those steps with this book, whatever that thing is.
Well, then we should get rid of whatever that thing is.
Arrogant child.
I just take the phone and hang it up.
Well, I wasn't done talking. How rude.
This is not the person we should talk to. You should
Well, we
find
can't
him.
know what he really wants, dear, if we don't ask.
Well, then let's talk to him in person.
Come, little children, I'll take you away.
Can I try and read this book again?
We need to find this. We need to find whoever is doing this, and
Did you honestly believe that something so simple as hanging up a phone would silence me? The neighbors couldn't silence me. The
Oh,
town couldn't
wonderful.
silence me.
Is there a reason you like this book?
There. I'm sorry. Is it customary for young people such as yourself to interrupt a man while he's speaking?
I'm hardly young.
In my eyes, and in the eyes of my master, you are but a speck, a child, barely unnamed.
Well, then surely you could humor me. Would that count as a persuade?
I could humor you. However, one who considers herself an educator knows that the proper question is, would I humor you?
Oh, you're absolutely right, dearie. What am I thinking? Would you humor me? Please.
That book possesses knowledge for which your mind is not quite yet prepared.
If I leave this here, what becomes of this house?
All things shall turn as they have always turned. All things shall be as they have always been.
Will more people die?
You do have it within yourself to spare other fools from coming in here.
Here's the problem, dear. People are curious, and, well, they're rather foolish, truly, and I don't have that many years left in me, dear. I can't keep people out of here forever, so I really need more assurances than that before I'm willing to leave this here with you.
Then you're not trying hard enough. I kept people out of here for a long time. That last family of immigrants. Their children are far away.
Mrs. Mickey, Cormac probably died for this. We need to stop this. We can't let his sacrifice be in vain.
Well, if we're were we trying to get this book here the whole time? Well, I suppose I don't have that long to live. Let's go see what's behind door number 1.
You will regret this.
Mavis, dear, would you please point your gun at this door?
Absolutely.
But which door? This one, right?
Yes.
Actually, it's this door. Oh wait, I'm sorry. If you go through that door, all you see is a coal chute.
What?
Coal chute?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Well then, yeah, this door.
Yeah. So I raised my gun. I raised my gun.
Open it.
Sorry, I raised my gun in one hand and I have the dagger in the other. So then
I
open
said,
the door.
are you cold? Is that why you chose to seek my coal chute?
I'm sorry. That was a terrible joke. Jonathan, please, would you open this door, dear?
Fine. Then I simply guess it's time for make you to feel cold. As he says that, you start to see your breath in the air, and the temperature of a room has dropped 10 degrees.
Open the door.
I kick open the door.
You try to kick open the door, and it shoots back out at you. It says, Now, little boy, have you not heard of knocking?
Oh, you're absolutely right. I would knock on the door. Excuse me, could we come in, please?
You are quite amusing, aren't you? You are quite amusing, aren't you? You are quite amusing, aren't you?
Well, clearly not amusing enough.
Amusing,
Something's
aren't
open
you?
this door.
Maybe let's shoot open the lock.
So you
together.
shoot open the lock, and you see a phonograph or a record player, what have you. And it looks like this is the source of a voice. You are quite amusing, aren't you? You are quite amusing.
I turn it off.
You.
I reload my gun.
Well, this makes no sense.
Mavis is super angry and she goes over to it and hits it with the butt of her gun and kicks it.
Like, is this like now behind this this room?
Yeah. You guys are. Let me reveal just a little bit.
Why, child? Why? I'm tired of this. I march in. Enough of this nonsense. I'm done playing your games. You called me a child and you're acting petulant.
You hear no voice. At this point, you have to accept a possibility that what you heard was coming from the phonograph.
Is the photograph attached to anything? Is it... was it recording?
I mean, I don't see anything there, to be honest. This is like...
Yeah, this part is theater of a mind, but when you come in, you knock over the phonograph, you see that it was plugged in, you see a small record on the ground.
No, I mean, I don't see, like, the room. Like, there's only a few bars are visible to me. Like, everything is dark, basically, here.
Does it look like
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah. No, that's what it looks like to everybody. I only revealed that small amount that you guys see.
Well, I'm stomping in there. Enough of this nonsense.
Alright. Do you
I
have a
use my-
flashlight?
Yeah, I use my flashlight and, like, look around in the room.
On the table, you see the bodies of two cultists. It looks like they've been chopped up. One is missing a leg, one is missing a hand, and it looks like their heads have been switched.
Sorry, switched?
Yeah, like this guy has this gentleman has this gentleman's head put on him. It looks like someone's
like suit on,
trying to
or
go-
just like suit on, or just like put there where the head should be.
Do you need like a first aid or a survival check to see if we can
I
discern
will let you
anything?
use first aid or medicine, whatever's better for you.
Definitely first aid. Oh,
Oh yeah, this is and we will actually yes, this is some real insane Mary Shelley type shit going on right here. You can see that looking closer that you are wrong to say that these were cultists. Every body part is sewn onto these things from different people. Looking at it, you notice that the skin tone and whatnot matches people from Irish to Dutch to Italian, all sewed on just together. On the other one, you notice African American, Indian, Latino, all going forward. So you can see that people are trying to sew together two complete bodies from several different deceased victims.
how old are these parts? Like, what's the
Yeah,
state
you're
of
able-
decay?
Go ahead. You're able to tell that these parts have probably been dead for a while, but it looks like they've all been injected with something similar to the same way that taxidermy works, so that they're no longer rotting. Um, I guess the best way to say it is that the skin's been cured. The oldest one that you can tell for certain looks like it comes from some 15 years ago at best. Nope, that's a lie. The oldest one comes from 4 years ago at best.
I don't think this is going to stop. These
don't
things are
either.
from years ago.
And can I like use my flashlight and like light up the whole room so that we can see what's going on?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell them everything I just figured out at least.
Do we see like more dead bodies here?
No, for the most part, the room is fairly empty, somewhat antiseptic. There does an unyielding.
I'm sorry, you said there does something something unyielding something something.
Yeah, an unyielding darkness right here.
Is it leading down? So like a hole in the floor?
No, it's like you're looking into a shadow. You're shining your light into the shadow, but you can't see. All you see is shadow.
I stick my hand in it.
Ooh. Not even a needle first?
I raise my gun.
I'm done with this
Okay.
nonsense. She's done. She's in a mood to punish. When she was a mother, we spanked, and people didn't turn out like this.
Wow. Okay.
Look,
yes.
This is a 76-year-old in 1920. Okay, so yeah, stick my hand in the void.
By the way, understand that if you say you are sticking your hand into anything dark tomorrow, Gil's gonna be like,
What the heck are you doing? I know. I don't care. She's sticking her hand in it because she's done with this nonsense.
wow. Okay, so let's see here. So you stick your hand into the void. You feel even colder. This is like you have just shoved your hand into snow with no sleeves on.
Is it wet?
It is not. It's just ice cold. You can actually feel, well, it's not quite burning, but you can feel like the cold pinging and chomping at your arm. Um, roll me a willpower. Well, you pass your willpower a lot, but roll me another willpower.
You had to say it, didn't you? I passed 5 straight willpower rolls.
All right, roll me a d4. All right, cool. You just take 1 damage off of this. You reach out and you touch what feels like a piece of wood.
I pull it out.
It's a large piece of wood. It feels like it's probably 7 feet.
Okay, I pull my hand out. I do think there's a coffin in there.
Well, Mr. Corbin is supposedly buried here somewhere, so it might be his coffin.
Do we have anything, any torches or matches?
I'm looking for like the fluid that people fill into these bodies to keep them preserved. Can I find it? Can I
Yeah,
find
very good. Yeah, it's a good idea. You're looking around for the fluid. It looks like it's been cleaned out. However, you do see a table to your right-hand side that looks like it has some papers and some instructions.
I'm going over and try to find something.
You see some, for lack of a better term. Wait, I'm gonna pay respect to Vex here. You see building plans.
Floor plans. Actually, in 1920, they would be blueprints.
Okay, cool. So you see some blueprints on the table, and just some other instructions, kind of scribbled out. Looks like some basic biology. This is probably some of the ways they plan on, just basically this has to do with, oh God, wow, amputation. I don't know why that word escaped me. So this basically has to do with amputation. There are other papers on the table. You see what looks like a horoscope.
A horoscope, okay.
You
From
see.
today?
No, this horoscope is from before any of you guys were. Looks like it's from like 1860 or something, or 1850, whatever. It's from before any of you guys were born.
Okay.
Are
I
these?
just remembered I'm about to say before any of you guys were born. I remember how old Dorothy is, and I can't just like throw a number out.
Are these papers in the same hand as the book?
They're all on there. But as you guys try to touch them, it looks like most of them crumble into dust.
No, I mean, when I say are they in the same hand, I mean, were they written by the same person? Like, is the handwriting the same?
Oh, okay. No, these are several different handwritings, and the
Okay.
horoscope itself is written like newspaper style.
Is this only papers on the table, or is there something else?
Let's see. Oh, there's a big red button.
Like on the table itself?
Yes.
Like, embedded
it's against the wall. It's a big red button.
Does it appear to be connected to anything? Mavis, dear, you're good at mechanics. Can you look at this, please?
Yes, Mavis, take a look, please.
There's nothing flying, is there?
Oh, no, dear, we took care of that.
Oh, okay, great, yeah, okay.
So, is it connected to anything obvious?
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead, Mavis. You see that there's a wire that goes from this button, and it looks like it goes towards a bell.
it looks like there are some connections here, like a ringer, like a doorbell.
Is it only going to a bell, or is it also like having some, like, is this, I mean, it seems kind of weird that someone is just, like, ringing here.
It looks like it goes up to an alarm type bell. Yeah.
Well, let's not push that.
Yeah.
I would like to set the coffin on fire. Let's find a tool to do it.
Maybe we can just, like, how was the coffin in there?
Well, it was...
Just as soon as you say set the coffin on fire, the miasma and the fog disappeared.
The what? Oh.
Oh, there it is. Yes, I would like to set that on fire.
You would have to find some fire, and it's not closed, or rather, it's not locked.
I'm not... Oh, Lord.
I kind of want to, like, look into it before we, like, do anything.
So, you would desecrate the dead.
Well, I mean...
Hold up, don't you want to light it on fire?
Fair point, but I'm not, like, spying on it. Alright, go ahead.
This is empty, I don't want to just, like, put this on fire. Okay, it's obviously not empty. Yeah, I will open this carefully. And with my gun raised.
Alright, so you see
That.
dead body, a mummified form, It looks like this thing has been dead for close to 100.
Are its eyes glowing like that?
No.
Okay. I propose an alternate solution. Why don't we go bury this thing outside in the open grave that is waiting for a dead body so it can rest in peace?
I will just shove that dagger up to its hilt into its head.
Just as soon as you walk towards the thing with the dagger, you hear the rain stop suddenly.
I hear the what?
You hear the rain completely stop. You also hear a slam and a click as the door that you walked in here locks.
Fantastic.
This is spinning in circles.
I will just stride forward and finish what I want.
So you're attempting to behead it? What are you doing?
On that corpse?
All of a sudden, the eyes open, you see the glow, and snaps up the body that was there before. It climbs down next to the coffin, looks at you and says, "Just what did you plan on doing with that boy?"
Did I have the, can I be fast enough to just finish my move and just stab it?
Okay, so let's be fair here. Up until now, you've seen some cultists. And yeah, granted, I'll grant that you did see a bed float.
Also, blood bubbling out of the floor.
Blood bubbling.
I'll
That's
grant you all of those things. But you checked this thing and it was dead. So, with that said, when this thing springs up,
That would be like
its
a
eyes
holy,
glowing
yeah.
red, can you convince me that Jonathan's going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to go and stab this?
I mean,
Well, I just feel like this is like the source of all evil, and I would just I know this might be dangerous. That's the whole reason why I wanted to stab it is because I wasn't sure that this is like dead in the first place.
I mean,
otherwise, why would I do that?
I could also,
Alright.
I mean, I would also argue, just case in point, if we're in this room and the door is trapped behind us, we're trapped. So your choices are, kill it. You know, like, what else can you do?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. You are taking a knife. I need you to give me a will.
Sorry, could be what?
Power.
Pow.
Pow. Okay.
Alright, and he is going to do his.
Burned alive. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Alright, so that knife that you have in your hand, you try your best to hold on to it, but it jumps right out of your hand and goes and starts to float in circles around this figure. Everybody, roll me your dexterity. This isn't a save. This is to see what order we go in combat. Hold on.
Oh, those were some great rolls to waste.
All right. And he's gonna. All right, Mavis, you are up.
Great. I think she's gonna freak out and run at it and try to butt it in.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You are right. You are going to freak out. I need all three of you to roll me sanity rolls.
I have yet to pass a sanity roll.
Okay, so maybe
Not fail, Dorothy.
maybe,
All right, Dorothy, roll me a D8 plus 1.
Shit!
This could be bad.
Okay.
Okay, cool. It's only 3. You don't get a bout of madness on
49.
the other 2 of you. You still lose 1 sanity on this one, but you're cool. All right, so Mavis, you're scared as hell, but you are about done with this house. You do freak out a bit. What?
I think she's getting really frustrated and her fright is peaking, so she's gonna charge it with and try to hit it with like her feet and her the butt end of her gun.
All right, give me a fighting roll. All right, so he sees you coming at you, and he's gonna roll his fighting against. He's gonna roll his fighting against.
Why don't you shoot it when you have a gun?
She's not doing too hot right now.
She's freaking out, man.
Luckily for you, he rolls his against you, and you both flail against each other. Neither one of you doing any damage. But now it is.
Okay.
So he looks at you, he looks at Jonathan, and he looks at Mavis. First thing he's going to do is all right. He is going to start speaking in a bunch of gibberish. He's going to go.
Is that Latin? Because 2 of us speak it. Is that Latin? Because 2 of us do speak some Latin.
No, it's a language older than Latin.
Do I recognize that language?
You've seen some of the words before. Since I don't want to give a name to it, we'll just call it Sanskrit for right now.
Okay.
But yes, you do somewhat recognize it as an old dark language.
Okay, our choices are kill the thing or get out.
D3. Going to D3, 1 being Dorothy, 2 being Mavis, 3 being Jonathan. All right, Jonathan, so this is for you. I need you to give me a power roll.
Luckily, all 3 of us are good at that.
Yeah, it's a hard success.
All right, he succeeds, but you had a hard success, so it looks like you do go through this round. He tried to use a spell on you, but you were able to hold off his influence.
Ha!
All right, with that said, that is his turn. Wait, that's his turn. I should have actually made the dagger fight too, and it's going to swing at somebody. All right, so it's going to be 1 damage. And that is going to be for
Me.
Dorothy. And that is his turn. That brings us to whoever rolled 20.
I'm not like where are the rules?
That was me. I got
Or is he?
24.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have both him and the knife to contend with, but it's pretty apparent that he's controlling the knife. So I'm gonna throw my purse at him. No, I'm not. It has a book in it. No, I'm gonna stab him with my knitting needles.
All right, go for it.
Am I stuck with Brawl, or could I use arts and crafts?
You are brawling at this point. He planned on giving him a nice sweater to cover his naked, glowing-eyed body. Oh, okay. So,
she is done with his. My damage has a -1. No, my knitting needles I have. Okay. That was not what I meant
so
to.
let's see.
So it was 3.
No. You
Sorry.
already did a hit from the 8.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. So let's see. That's 3 damage. Let's see. He's going to use his fighting against that to. He fails. You do hit him, and he takes a bit of damage. He's a little shocked, and he looks has been used as a desecrated thing is able to, as you jab him in the arm with your knitting needles. As you pull them out, a mixture of some type of purplish green goop oozes out of his arm. Jonathan, it is your turn.
I will raise my pistol and shoot. And I kind of want to shoot him like 3 times. Just Western style.
All right, so what that means is the first one is normal, the second one is hard, the third one is extreme.
Okay, and I get, like, on the first, I'm also in Things range and point blank range, so I'm getting advantage usually. So how is this working then?
I think this is where we want to use that first diamond, the clear diamond, then to try to keep up with this. All right, no, what we're going to do instead is just roll. We'll just roll for each.
Okay.
So roll for your first attack.
So that's an advantage then, right? Like the first one?
Sure.
Yeah, take the second one. Where I would 1.
Alright. Roll me for your second attack.
Yep. So that's not on advantage because that's basically, that would be disadvantage usually, right? And then the third one would be disadvantage, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so all 3 go against him. You get all 3 fantastic shots, and Corbett, while you do that, raises his hands. And it looks like he's going to try to move the coffin in front of him for cover.
Okay.
Let's see, is he capable of that?
Damn.
Alright, so he does move the coffin in front of him for cover. The bullet still pierced through the coffin, and you can see him step back a little bit as he doesn't take full damage from the bullets like you would expect a regular human to do. But you do see some more of a purple goop ooze away from him. But he is still standing.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
And that brings us back to Mavis.
Yes.
Your turn.
Well, I'm gonna back up a few steps and shoot him.
Okay. As you back up a few steps, he does take a swipe.
All right. So can I hit his hand away with my gun?
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. He tries to swing at you. You block his hand with the gun, and you step back. You are going to be able to get off one shot.
Great.
All right, let me see that damage. Oh, do you have the damage for your rifle on there?
Yeah, I just had to go find it.
Okay.
Aww.
All right. So your gun does shoot him square in the shoulder. He spins around. You see some more stuff start to ooze from him, and he is very angry right now as he looks towards Jonathan, and he steps up to him.
He does what? Sorry?
Oh, he steps up to you.
Hmm?
All right, Jonathan. So he steps up to you and he slashes at you with his claw.
I would like to dodge that.
Okay, let's see if you can.
Yay. It's a hard success.
All right. So after you dodge that, he takes the knife, and as you are dodging, he is taking the knife, and it looks like he is slamming it towards your head.
Can I use my POW to, like, resist that?
Not this time. He has control of it.
Okay, well then I will try to dodge that again. If I can. I mean,
The only way you could dodge this is you need to beat the hard success again.
Yeah. Shit.
So this time a knife does scrape against your shoulder. Looks like it's only for one damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he says, so as you guys are all looking at him as he stands back up, you start to see a little bit of smoke fizzle from the very first knitting needle attack, and you see right where that pierce happened, that part of his skin starts to seal back up. It heals.
Is there anything, like, does he, like, wear this amulet that's on the picture?
I mean, yeah, it looks like he does have some type of jewelry on.
It's my turn?
Yes.
Okay, so they're shooting guns at it. I'm not about to get between them. That strikes me as being really unwise. I want to start ripping apart this book. It's something he cares about. I want to make him stop. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, like, knock it off or I'm ripping this thing to pieces.
I can mend anything you can tear apart. I will sew that book together back with your entrails, girl.
That is disgusting.
Okay. Well then
It's pretty disgusting.
I'm gonna rip a page out and eat it. What? Something. Wait, what?
Fine, little one. Go ahead, eat the book. I was already gonna carve out your guts as is. I will simply pull this out of your small intestine.
Okay, well then I guess I'll just throw my needle out. I'm out of moves. Throw the needle.
No. I mean, he's just threatening you. You don't notice. You can call him on his bluff or not.
There it is.
I'm gonna tear off another page then. If he hasn't done any moves, then yeah, I'm gonna tear off another page and eat that one too.
All right. So you eat a page. Give me a willpower.
How many times can I pass this? Apparently, I've hit my limit.
All right. So
I can't do anything with that.
having felt that, his eyes glow, flash towards you, and suddenly you see.
Mike's got this.
All right, roll me a d6.
Oh, am I gonna get hurt?
Okay, so for the next 3 rounds, you see the book like drop to the ground, and you want to continue eating the pages. In reality, you are eating clumps of
Clumps of what?
dirt from the
Fantastic!
ground.
Wonderful. I mean, she thinks she's pissing him off, so that's probably what she would keep doing.
Right. So he laughs, and that brings us to Jonathan's turn.
Mhm.
Or did Mavis already get her turn? Oh yeah, Mavis got her turn. Dorothy got
Yeah,
her
Mavis is
turn.
first.
We're back at the top of the order. Mavis, it's your turn.
No. It's I didn't have my turn yet.
Okay, that's what I thought. We're
Yeah.
on Jonathan's turn.
Okay, well, I still have 3 bullets in my chamber, so I will just shoot him again. And if the coffin is in between us, I will, reposition myself.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move because he does have the coffin in front of him from where you.
I mean, he was, coming at me, right? So he should be, there shouldn't be anything between us right now.
Okay, right. So he's right on top of you.
Yeah, just shoot him. Straight away.
However, since he's close enough, he's going to use his fighting skill against you while you try to shoot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So same as last time? Can I roll the same things again?
Sure.
Alright.
Hey, hon,
So the first one is a hard success.
do you want to open the window? Oh, awesome.
The second
Well, your
one...
first one is a fail. His first one.
No,
Oh, wait.
my first one is a hard success. It's I get advantage on the first one. That's my first roll, is basically an advantage roll.
Okay. He also slashes against you at the same time as you go to pull the trigger. And that is going to do 6 damage. Are you still up to shoot?
Wait, do I get 6 damage?
Yeah, he was close enough to slash at you while you tried to pull the gun up. So he slashes your arm for 6 damage while you.
That'll kill him, won't it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that kills me.
No, that brings you down. You didn't have a wound before. So he slashes your arm.
No, I'm at 0 hit points. I'm dead, actually.
Yeah, no, he took 1 damage earlier, and he was at 7, and you just did 6. That kills him.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't kill him. It knocks him out for the moment. So you are down, and you are. And that brings us to Mavis.
Oh, so he's only knocked out.
Well, I'm kind of dead. I'm at 0 hit points.
Oh no. Can I pick up? And you still have rounds in your gun, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he still has 2 more bullets in his, and you, of course, you still have your rifle, which I don't know if you need to reload that or not.
I still have 2 rounds left in that one, so I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna shoot him at him again.
All right. You have advantage on your first shot. Your second shot.
What's that?
You get advantage on your first shot. Your second shot is normal.
If you click on your gun in your inventory, it'll tell you the damage you do at the same time.
Oh.
And Dorothy, give me a willpower roll to see if you quit eating. You quit eating dirt. You can get up and try to shoot him this time, or you can try to help Jonathan.
No, I'm going to try and drag Jonathan away. Staunch the bleeding.
Or it's your turn.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's fine.
Alright, maybe this is advantage, so roll that firearms again. But this time go to the bottom of your sheet. You should have the rifle on here. Let me see. Oh, you do not.
I don't know.
Hold on 1 second. You don't have it there. Hold on 1 second. Alright, what was the damage for the rifle? Is it 2d4, 2d5? What was it?
2d6
It's
plus 4.
2d6
4 plus 2 or
4.
something. Well, she didn't hit, so I mean, kind of doesn't matter.
Well, no, that was an advantage, though, so she rolls it again, and that's what she rolled. Oh, that was also a fail.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're going to roll one more time, and hopefully this time you... Alright, so now if you look at the bottom of your sheet, you'll see where weapons and stuff are. See the word rifle written in. So we're going to let you get that hit, and instead you can just click this. It'll also put the damage in some. And that's actually going to be a pretty good hit. Is that enough to take him? He's still standing, but barely, and it is his turn. Alright, so he stumbles back. He's really angry that you just did that to him, and he is going to send his dagger at you. Maybe. Oh wow! I just realized I didn't put I have an E in the middle of there. I mean, it was still a miss, but I have the damage there now. It works. Anyway, it was a miss. He misses you with the knife. And it looks like he is raising his claw in the air, and he's bringing it down towards Jonathan. It is your turn.
My turn?
Yep, he is bringing his claw down towards Jonathan.
I'm going to try and pull him away. Actually, you know what? Okay, does he look like he's almost dead?
He looks like he was dead for 100 years.
Okay, yeah, I have no reason to assume I would be able to do anything against this thing. I would try and pull Jonathan away.
Alright.
I know it's probably fruitless.
Good lord. So, I guess give me a strength. Alright, you can try to push this if...
I would brace my feet on the floor as leverage.
Alright.
I'm gonna fall on my ass is what's about to happen.
And you brace your feet on the floor as leverage, and then you realize that he starts to pull rather easily. It's like you're feeling super... As you start to pull him, And not only are you pulling on him and pull him away from Corbett as his claw slams down into the ground, you also realize that for whatever strange reason, Jonathan is wearing two sets of cologne.
2 sets of cologne?
Yeah.
Okay. Like the smelly stuff.
And then you realize he's not wearing 2 sets of cologne as you hear the familiar sound of a 45 blast towards Corbett's head, barely missing.
Yeah, ace in the hole. Like, well, I guess I'm gonna kill him.
Alright. So that brings us up to Jonathan's turn. We don't really have you're just bleeding. We don't really have death rolls here. So that brings us back to the top of. And that would be you, Mavis.
Okay, so I'm out of rounds in my shotgun, so I'm gonna pick up Jonathan's gun and shoot that.
Alright. Jonathan has 2 rounds left, right?
Yes.
Yes. Alright. Fire.
That's
Okay.
no, you need to shoot with your handgun like skill. That's different to rifle. Oh, that is handgun. Sorry. Didn't see that.
Totally. I don't have the stats on that to know what to roll. Since it's Jonathan's gun.
No, I just thought you only had like points in rifle, but you seem to have points in handgun. Like the handgun is.
Yeah, I have 50 for a handgun, but now that it was a success, I don't know what damage to roll.
Oh, it's 1d10 plus 2.
Oops.
Nice.
Alright. I'll let you have yours because you got a 10. So you shoot Corbett in the head. And he drops, the knife drops to the ground. He lets out a guttural roar towards you and goes. Then he walks towards you, Mavis. He raises his claw hand into the air. He swings it towards you.
Is he swinging at me or Dorothy?
He's swinging at you. And you can see that this thing is coming right dead at you. And then right as soon as you feel the very tip of the claw come against your cheek.
I back away.
And you feel ash and dust splash against your face as Corbett begins to disintegrate.
Those are her sound effects.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have defeated Mr.
Is Jonathan alive? Jonathan!
Yeah, you need some first aid.
Push, push, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, you need to do first aid on me, otherwise.
Yes. Oh, god damn it.
Yay.
Okay, Mavis, could you point that flashlight over here, please?
Totally gonna help.
God
I'm dead.
freaking A, he's dead. What am I supposed to do now?
Well,
All right, calm down. Here, take a quick sip.
I have a tiny bit of first aid that might help.
no, you can only do that once on death.
Look,
Once
we
was consumptive thing.
we just need to get this guy bandaged up. Get him out of here. Get him some rest.
Let's grab. You are a strong man. Please carry him. Let's take him to the car and get him to a hospital.
Where did you guys come from?
Well, when that last thing, I just dove straight out the window. Managed to climb, managed to hit a tree halfway down, got down with just kind of a halfway sprained ankle. Then I'm walking around looking for you guys, and all of a sudden I see that door fly open. I made my way down here, and, well, here we are. What the hell was that anyway?
Your dead uncle. Could have been here sooner, man.
Hey, I'm sorry. I was too busy trying to hold up on the door while you guys all escaped from a room full of flying murderous furniture.
We could have used your brute strength against Dust Man here.
Can we get him to a hospital, please?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, using the telephone, you do make a phone call, and the landlord, Mr. Price, I think his name was, comes up and greets you, along with the paramedics, and they do take Jonathan to the hospital. Looks like he's going to be there for about a week's worth of downtime. What do you have? You have 13 hit points total, right?
I mean, I'm dead. Like, 2 first aid rolls, if that both fails, then you're just dying.
No. You're not dead.
Okay.
One of the hits would have been for more than half of your max. So since it was just at one below half of your max, you didn't die on that one. Can't believe Dorothy failed both of her first aid rolls like that.
I mean, when you get to 0 and you fail both first aid rolls, you just die. I just read that up. That's how it should be, at least.
I love how he expects me to pass rolls when it's important.
I mean, the chances were pretty high that you actually passed that.
I mean, I have started 2 separate fights in our D&D game, knocked out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we were missing Cormac in that fight. That was just, it's like the...
Yeah.
All right, in that case, Jonathan, roll me a luck roll.
Oh my god. Nope.
Mm.
Well, damn. Well, they're still going to take you to the hospital.
Yeah,
and they're still going to see
mark
whether
is
or not
there.
they can save.
To be clear, I'm 100% not leaving this book here.
So yeah, you're still bleeding. You look pretty bad. We'll find out whether or not they are able to get you back together. All right. As for the rest of you,
I'm gonna, I took a huge hit to my sanity.
how many points did you lose altogether?
Well, your sanity is your power, correct?
Yeah, your starting sanity is your willpower.
14.
Ah, yes, that is a lot. Roll me a d10. All right. Roll me a d10 again. Okay, and now I will roll this. 2, 3. All right, Dorothy. Looks like you feel like you hurt your arm pretty bad there. You have lost the use of your right arm for 10 days.
Okay.
Where's it going?
Well, okay, I'm gonna go home and sleep after we get Jonathan to a hospital.
I think you might be a bit over.
Yeah. So the ambulance roars its way towards the hospital, and
Come on, Tyler. Did you take him? Yeah, he's been out for a while. And I have been enjoying it, but
This is someone's dead music.
one of our guys died.
so the
Yeah.
skyline of Boston passes by you as you slowly look at the Corbett house. You have your first simple brush against the mythos. You know that you've seen something undead today, but your thoughts go towards your friend Jonathan as he barely clings to life. The only thing you can hope for now is that the skill of these paramedics and the doctors will be enough to save your friend. So let's see. Paramedic should have a skill of, we'll call this 65. Jonathan, do you want this or do you want me to roll it?
Let me roll that. How much is that? 65?
Yeah. The paramedics are with you now. We're going to say they should at least have a first aid skill of 65.
Yeah, I just changed my stat here to 65 for a second.
My first aid is 65, but I am not doing another first aid roll.
Oh, yours is 65? Okay. I was about to say I should put it up to 70, but never mind. It looks like they do stabilize you. You have 1 hit point. You are going to be out of commission. Oh, look at you. You're only going to be out of commission for about 6 days straight. You're going to literally be knocked out for 6 days before you can even think about moving from the hospital.
Yeah.
You won't start getting hit points back until after those 6 days, though. At which point you'll gain back 1 hit point a day. But hey, you're not dead.
Yeah? Could be worse.
I mean, you even failed your luck roll, but you're not dead. You're just really, really messed up. So, Mr. Wright, first things first, we're going to have some downtime before we talk about what the landlord speaks to you about. First, everybody take all of the success rolls you've had. That means everything you put a check on or every time you succeeded. If you did succeed and you didn't put a check mark on, please put a check mark next to that skill. That brings us to the end of this first adventure. And we'll just do some cleanup to explain what happens afterwards. But for now, starting with, we'll start with Mavis so we can kind of walk you through it.
Cool.
All right, so let's see. You also succeeded on firearms. Yep, you succeeded on that. All right, so we're going to start with you. I don't remember if we also had some chances for it. No, it doesn't matter. All right, so we're gonna start with climbing. Roll me climbing. Just click on it. You're not succeeding on here. What you want to do is actually you want to roll higher than whatever your climbing is. So your climbing is 20. So click on climbing for me, and we will see if you have improved your climbing.
Nope.
And no, you are just as good at climbing as you were.
Oh, joy.
All right, click on firearms for me.
Handgun.
And also rifles, so that's both.
Okay, dokie.
All
Oh my
right.
god.
No.
Where were all of these 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
I'm wondering the same thing.
All right, let me get language.
You need to get Dorothy a proper gun.
Wow.
Damn it, guys. Okay.
All right, there wasn't anything else, right?
Did you
Like,
never make
I
a
don't remember
listen
you
check
saying-
or spot hidden or something?
Or
Never?
dodge?
Yeah, I know you did dodge and spot hidden. So roll me a dodge and roll me a spot hidden. I know you succeeded.
Oh. I don't know if I did in either of those, though.
I feel like you had to. So I'll get you on.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh my.
All right, try to roll that spot hidden.
You want me to roll it? Is that...
I mean, neither one of us are doing very well here, so yeah. Yay!
That's good.
All right, roll a d10.
But don't roll the 1.
God.
Don't roll the 1.
10.
Nice.
All right, so you add that 8 to your 20. And did you ever succeed on a listen roll? I feel like you probably did. I know I called for.
Oh.
Just go ahead and roll listen for me, because I'm almost certain that you had to have rolled on that at least once.
No, she had to listen for that chair and she failed.
Oh my god. How can you make all these rolls?
Ay.
Oh my.
Okay, so it looks like you got that. Cool. We'll come back to you. All right, Jonathan, your
Okay.
turn.
So I roll for climb. Yay! Wait, where's the
All right,
dice?
roll me a d10.
Nice.
All right, you now have a climb of 32, right? Yeah.
Yes. Bit of check mark. Okay, let's roll dodge. Okay, that's not getting better. Roll firearm. That's not getting better. I will jump. Hey!
All right. Is that
1. Okay. 1%.
There's almost no chance of getting the language better, but let's see what happens.
Nope.
That one's probably never coming back up. Library use is going to be. Oh, damn! I was just about to say you're not going to get your library use up, but looks like I'm a liar. All right.
1. Okay. Better than nothing.
All right, here's a good one. Let's see if we can get this listen up. Dorothy, you need to get this listen up. Oh, gosh.
I never want to listen, so I actually cannot. I mean, I never
Oh.
succeeded at the listen roll.
That makes a lot of sense. Oh, you raised your occult a little bit. Cool. By 7. Good job.
Yeah, 37 now. It's not too bad.
Yeah. And actually, Dorothy, do me Mavis, do me a favor and roll your occult too. Everybody's going to get a little bit of occult on this. All right, good job. Roll me a d10 for your occult roll and add whatever that number is to your occult roll. Same thing goes for Dorothy, but we're going to do all hers at the same time so that her luck can be on her.
Went up by 1.
Well, guess more of it you had. And finally, looks like you have a spot hidden here, which you
Ooh.
look at you. All right, you could use a good number here.
Oh shit! Well, we had a lot of
Right,
fails,
60's
but
not bad.
yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Well, that's
All right, Dorothy. Let's see what we got. Coming right out the gate with it. All right. Look at Dorothy. What? What?
Oh.
Now wait a minute. Of all the things that we actually needed. I will say this has been a pretty good spy run for Dorothy.
I'm a much better spy now.
Like seriously, you like really are. Okay, no way you cast spot hidden, I was about to say.
I mean, I passed persuade.
Yeah. And look, you can even throw things better. This has been like, wow, Dorothy, this has just been amazing for you. Plus, you get to roll.
And occult, you said?
Yeah. All right, and you get 5 for occult. Good job. All right, everybody, I'm also going to have you add 3 more points for occult.
everyone.
Yeah, everyone. And I am giving you guys.
Oh, there you go, Mike. There you go, Mike.
I say, how do things like our base stats work? Power and strength and dex, stuff like that.
It doesn't change.
Just wondering.
All right, each one of you guys gets. Oh, aren't you lucky? Each one of you guys gets 6 sanity points. Back, added to whatever your current sanity is. This gets added to your max.
Oh, cool.
So this gets added
How is
to.
this? I mean, I'm not sure how this works because there's like this like 99 on the right side, right? So this is like maximum sanity.
Yeah.
And the middle number is your maximum at the moment, and then the left is what you're actually at.
No, I
So
think
yeah, like she said, the far left one is where your current sanity is. The middle one is your individual maximum sanity, and the third one's supposed to be the maximum sanity you could have. That's why you can't touch it.
Okay. So the second one is basically you can get higher than the second one. So if I add 6 and because I have 78, so I wouldn't go to 84. I would go to 80. Or do I go to 84?
I want to say that 6 adds to your maximum sanity because you can still gain back your current sanity. You still can turn back. Oh God, you can still gain back your current sanity through self-medication, psychoanalysts, staying at an asylum, all those types of things. So there's other ways to heal your current insanity. That would just change your max. You still need to heal your current sanity.
So we add 6 to our max and to our current, or we're still at what our current was?
No, you just add the 6 to your max. Your current you have to fix on your own.
But I'm not getting insane. Like, I still add 6 to my current as well, right? Because otherwise I would have to heal up 8 instead of 2.
I mean, I have to heal up 14 plus 6 to get to my max.
Yeah. So you guys still have that max. So how it stands right now is whatever your current is, that's remaining your current. This
Okay.
6 is going on top of your max. So your current is still whatever number that is. You just have to work on getting your max back. And like I said, there's several ways to do that through home care, through actually visiting an asylum, self-medication, church, prayer. We can discuss how your characters will do that. We'll probably do that next week. We'll call next week will probably be basically a downtime week before it sets you up for like the next adventure, and we'll deal with some of the ways you guys are fixing your sanity, and of course some of the fallout from what just happened here. You guys can also add $100 for right now. You can add $100 to wherever you put your money at. Whatever other deals you may have will probably come to fruition through play next.
There's a place for cash and assets.
Well, how did we
Yes,
get the
it-
$100?
That came today. That just came from the landlord. He has handed you each $100. He already gave you 20 in the beginning. He gave you each $100 today for your work today.
Okay.
And like I said, any of the other side deals he may have made with you will be handled between the two of you.
What do you call it? All right.
It's a last minute addition, so I'm sure he was like, "Who the hell are you? Here's some money."
She was
Yeah.
instrumental in me not dying. It's such a shame, like, the young, handsome one is the one that's in trouble. The 2 old biddies are just like, what? I'm good.
A few sanity points worse for wear, but that's about it.
Yeah, so he does look at you and he says, "Oh, so, I didn't know you were invited. I asked these 3 to help me out as individuals. I'm a little shocked to see them come together as a team. Did you help them out as well?"
I kept them from dying.
She's a bright shot.
Oh, good. Then I agreed, and he kind of walks you over to the side. Well, I agreed to pay them $50.
Oh,
Dollars
Yes, $50.
would like 100.
All right, roll a persuade roll. You roll this at advantage because you definitely know that Dorothy got $100.
because she's standing
Lord,
behind you,
$100.
flailing the $100 bill.
He has to offer 50 to it. And by the way, since this is still within this gaming session, you may now roll persuade and for improvement.
Hey, give me a number.
Oh,
No.
Well, I mean, there was a chance. You do get your full $100 though.
I cannot believe how unlucky you were with that.
And then unlucky or something.
All right. So, next week's session will begin with you all sitting down, dealing with your individual things. Jonathan will find himself in a hospital. Who knows what
Yeah.
information and whatever that they bring? Because we all know nothing scary ever happens in a hospital.
Great.
I still have my gun. Let's shoot
Yeah,
around.
I don't know if we're gonna let you bring your guns and your bullwhip and everything into the hospital room with you. I guess we'll find out. Dorothy and Mavis, you guys are gonna have to figure out whatever it is you're gonna do. Cormac's gonna figure out what he's doing with his bosses, and you guys have a lot you need to think about. So here's the deal: next week is downtime. If you have anything that you want to do with NPCs, or anything like that, send me a DM. If there's anything that you would like your character to train on, um, we have a good section of downtime. We'll give you guys at least about a month of downtime to do with as you see fit.
And I'm like for 6 days in the hospital, right?
You are definitely 6 days in the hospital, so where everybody else has 30 days of downtime, you have 24.
Okay.
I mean,
Actually, let me roll this because that's the one, and then we'll see how many days you're actually in the hospital. This will still count for you being able to do some light things. It just won't be your full downtime. I'm just going to roll a d10. All right. So after you're definitely like knocked out in the hospital, we'll call it a coma for 6 days. You'll need at least 4 more days to rest up there, and we'll probably start with you during those 4 days.
cool.
As for everybody, yep. As for everybody else, wherever you want to visit the psychiatrist, your
Like,
pastor,
are my hit
or
points
who,
up? Are my hit points up again then to 13 after these like 10 days, or like how does this work?
those first 4 days, I have to look at the hospital and see if it's the same as at home. If you're at home, that will be 1 hit point a day. I want to say that the hospital's different, but I actually have to look to be 100% on it.
I think a hospital
So
is
you,
three. I think a hospital is 3 per day. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think
yeah, I mean, I have it written down. I'll take a look at it real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's something like 3 per day. I know it's more than sitting at home. So whatever it is per day, that multiplication starts after those first 6 days. I mean, technically, it should happen on the first day while you're in a coma. You should be able to heal while you're in a coma, but nobody's going to come and try to stab you or try to put some type of poison into your IV while you're knocked out in the hospital.
you
Nope,
never know.
that is not going to happen. I mean, it's not like there's a whole bunch of cult guys out here who you may or may not have just hurt their plan and that they want to come and find you. It's absolutely not going to
I say we shot them all. That's medicine.
happen. All right, gang. That brings us to our first adventure. This will be your easiest one, more than likely. So I look forward to what we're able to pull off next week. Get some thought to your downtime. We will work that in. Next week is going to be heavily character focused before we stumble on the next adventure. So here's the way it works. I have 3 different paths for possible adventures next week. You guys probably aren't going to know what the choice is. It's not going to be as simple as choose A, B, or C. It's just going to be something that you guys do during your time. Something's going to spring out to you, and then you'll figure out how to get the team back together. All right?
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Hope everybody had a good time today. Glad you
Yeah,
guys defeated
thank you.
Mr. Corbett.
Next time I bring dynamite.
Oh man. Next time you might need it. Have a great day, guys.
All right. Good night.
Good night.